Hi guys, it's Maria here from Sweden, aka Planner Mother of 3. Welcome to my channel. It's the last day of October and I am over the moon happy because I got a beautiful, lovely message this morning. One of my closest friends, she has become a grandmother this early morning. So even though I know people who have, turned into that age of being grandmother or grandfather, this is the first time when we get it very close to us. So it's a joyful day today. A little boy is born here in Stockholm. Anyway, today I would like to show you my setup for November, and as you can see there are a lot of planners, and I thought that I was going to go through all of them and to talk to you a little bit about how I am planning to use these. As we all are, we are entering the 2022 and we are maybe thinking of how and how many planners and what kind of system do I need. And I have started to think about that too, of course. I have different brands, different layouts, different planner systems that I'm considering. So what I'm doing right now for November is that I'm gonna try out this one and see if I can combine any use of one or two so that I don't need two planners for the purpose of one. And then I will also try out a completely new system on paper. I've been copying some spreads so that I can see how it will look like and how it will function together with the planners that I already use. But that will be in another video. So this video I will show you my setup or my how do you say that? My lineup. For November 2021. So first of all, I think that I can show you this. These four are for me and my personal life. Some professional things in these, but these are primarily for my personal use. And these three are for my work. And no, sorry, like this. This is for my work. And these are for my personal life. I thought that the combination of the beige and the orange would be proper would be useful or good or appropriate for November, as we are entering the month of pumpkins and Halloween and the end of autumn. Today is the first day when we got winter time here in Sweden, so we are for sure entering the new season of darkness and cold climate. So how should I do this? I think I'll start with my professional planners because these are the ones that I can use or I can go through quite quickly. As you know, you who follow me, you know that I have a combination of two planners within one cover, and that's this one. This is the Hobonichi orange leather cover that my husband bought for me, which I am very grateful for. And in this one I have put two, actually there is none of them who are Hobonichi right now. I've had the cousin for a couple of years and I love how it works and so forth, but there are things there where I really I'm struggling sometimes, and that's the width of the vertical parts in the weekly spreads mostly. And and this in the Wonderland222 A5 size you get wider space, which I really like. But that means that you don't have the, I might show you, wait, I'll get a cousin and I will show you. Here is my cousin 2021, and it looks like, okay, let's see here, for instance, you can see that it's quite narrow, but you have this extra space here that is really nice because there you can do your summary of the week or the essentials, or you can just use it for notes that are important. Well, you don't get that there, but I still like it. And it's actually within the professional planning where I am going to try out also a new planner that's called Franken Planner that I think could be very useful for me. But that will be in another video anyway. So yeah, I have the A5222 where I do all of my planning, both the planner of the calendar, but also the to-dos. And the Wonderland222 is quite nice as it has different sections of everything. I'll walk you quite quickly through this because I mentioned and I've showed you before. Here is the yearly that I really like. I bought the undated because I wanted to use this starting in September. So yeah, so you have your yearly here, and then you have your quarterly here. So every month and then the quarter. And I haven't started to use the October because I haven't really found the use yet, but I'm sure that it will be very nice when I do. So I have prepared all of the months all the way to June. So we'll see. We can talk about that in another video when I have found the good use of these pages. And then you have the trackers that I really love, and I will do a new one. I will set up a new one now for November. So that will be in my Setup November video that I will record today and hopefully get onto YouTube also today. And then you have the overview that starts every month. And that means that if you want to plan ahead for your particular month that is coming here. So for instance, here you have the overview for September. I haven't used that one. And here you have your September. Oh, sorry. So, okay, we'll start again. Here is the overview, and then you have your monthly spread. And here I really didn't know in what way I would use this. So this is much more of a summary of the day. And both personal things and also professional things, some social media things, some planning things and so forth, and some health. So it's a mix of everything on this page. And then we start the month going through every day on the weekly. And as you can see, it's much wider. I'll show you the difference. It's much wider. So here, if I put this one, I don't know if you see this. So here is the line that goes here and it ends here. So you get extra 2 to 3 grids extra. And that's useful for me as I really like to write a little bit larger. Yeah, and here I tried out with coloring things up. And then here I am trying to find out, because as I've been very, very, very busy, where I haven't had any hole in my day, I really needed to, write down exactly when, the time slots that I am busy, so that I can also plan for my administration and planning and the marketing and everything. So yeah. It went all through there, and then I did my review for September. I didn't do any overview of October, but here now in October, as we are here, I have started to plan for my November. I'll show you that also in my November setup video. But here is all in black and white and much more in details about, what time I did things. And this is mostly planning for my work and some personal things that will, in one way or another, be important for me to know or to plan around. And then I did this. Here I go with the color coding and so forth. But so that's how it's all worked out. You have an overview, you get your monthly spread, and then you have your weeks, and then in the end you have your review. So that there you can, go back and reflect and see about how the month has, gone. And what I have also that I really like is that here are all my to-dos. So and I put everything here, everything that I know that I have to do, things that I have to, you know, be planning for, some notes and so forth. So that's me using these pages. I will exchange this one because here is an October, so I will get a new November. This one is perfect because I can get easily to the page, and it also protects the page from the other if it hasn't dried on the page yet. This morning I figured out that I really need to do some project planning, so here I think that I will have different projects on this spread, and I will put a tab on the side because right now I have projects that go into each other and they overlap, and the one ends and the other starts, and it's quite hectic, and there are so many things to do within every project, so I really need to do separate lists, not the combination list here, because here we have like 10 different projects that I am right now doing the list of. So but that's only that I really need to do some time micromanagement. Okay, so that's how this one looks. Very nice. And I carry it around with this one. This is a Stalogy full year, where I just take notes whenever I have meetings, and or if I need to make some, you know, pretty much notes of everything, but mostly after meetings or during meetings. And what I've done here is that I use some washi tape to show here what kind of, you know, meeting it is, or what in what area we are talking. So like, for instance, I know, for instance, that the orange is all my business meetings, as the green are with my consultants that work for me, and the blue, the light blue, is consort, I don't know how you call that. We're a group of consultants that work together, so that's the notes from that part. So yeah, and I really like how I've done this, if I may say so, because if I write something on this page, I put the washi tape down here on the lower end of the page, but if I write something on this page, I put the colored washi here, so I can really see, like for instance this, I know for sure that it will be on this side. I really can't show you because it's secret things. So here is the orange for this, and the green will be for that page. So yeah, so this is the one that I primarily and always bring with me, and as we were away on vacation, I actually took this one out, and I only had this one with me so that I could use the note pages in the behind to put some notes when I had to. But it's quite chunky and a little bit heavy, but it's all good. And what I could have done now, when I think about it afterwards, I might have had to put a Stalogy half year in this one instead of the full year. But I'm all happy how it is, as long as the covers goes well into or as long as the notebooks goes into the covers, it's all good, I think. And then we have this little cutie, and this is also in leather, goat leather from Midori, that I love. And I think that you can put a full year Hobonichi cousin in this one, but I have ended up putting the half year in this one. Half year Hobonichi or half year Stalogy. And right now I have a Stalogy in this one, and here is only note-taking when it comes to my specific projects that I am in. So this is only customer related, and I can't really show you this, but it looks like this on the inside. So here you have a small pocket, here you have a big pocket, and on this side you have a small pocket here and another pocket there, and you have a nice pen loop here. I got the question how the leather is going with this one, and as you can see, the leather is quite light, undyed here, and you can see the difference where it comes, together with the sun and the daylight. but I think it is a beautiful piece. I love this. Love, 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 love. I want more undyed things. I have the undyed Cousin 5-year also, that I also love, and it's even smoother than this one. Anyway, so that's my professional duo. Then I have quite plenty more for my personal use. And this time I am using only the Cousin or the Hobonichi Covers. I have the 3 in Ringo collection that I love. I'll show you them. And then I have the Mother leather. Love that one. Love, love, love that one. And I have this last year collection from Innepernen called Candles that I think we go into this season where we like the candles a lot. So I'll start by showing this one. This one is my journal, and this one is with a avec, so that means that it's a half-year cousin, and it started July of December. And what I do here is that I do my memory keeping. So my memory keeping is on the weekly pages, like this. Sometimes I don't really use it, as you can see, but most of the weeks I have, and I do it a little bit differently. There are weeks where I just use the Coffee Monsters Co. stickers, and there are weeks where I just used a pencil. This is a week that I really would like to forget, because here is the week where I lost my business partner, and then we have weeks here, and then it goes on. Then I have, well, I can show you a little bit. So you see it goes and goes and goes. It goes and comes back, and then it goes again. No pressure at all. So yeah. And here is some of my social media tracking. I haven't really, as you can see, finished this, but I really like how I've done it, so I think I'll go back to it, but I'll do that. I will do that. And this is only my my planning for the YouTube. So I do the recording of a video, and then there are so many steps that you have to do to really finish the project, and sometimes it's hard to remember where you are, or if you have done all of the things, and then you can mark them down. So I like that. And then here are the you know what, I really right now I am in the I love my partner, as you all know, but I don't want to be reminded of her right now, because I really can't. I get sad when I think about it today. I really don't want to think about it, actually. And this page, because it contains the letter that I wrote to her and the speech that I had on the funeral, it comes here, and it always ends up, showing itself when I open this one. Anyway, the daily pages, they are also very different, but they always are about, how has the day been, or what am I thinking, or is there anything on the top of my mind that I really want to get out of my system. So it's a lot of different things here, and I love it. And I always come back to the A5 size. As I said, I really like to write in large size, and I really like to have, the feel, the hand is on the page most of the times when you work on it. So, yeah, we'll see. Because this is one of the things that I'm thinking of for 2022. Will I continue in the A5, or should I do it in an A6, or should I go to the B6? And in the B6 size, I just have some Filofax leather covers that I really don't love. So then I am, thinking of, buying others, and I've done that. So I've actually ordered some Moterm covers in B5 and for the weeks. And we'll see. It's a combination of cover and the book, as you know. So it all, you know, it should feel really right. Yeah. So this is my memory keeping, and I love this one. After 6 months in my cousin, it got so bulky that I decided to start an avec in July. So. As you see, it's getting chunky, and I love that. Anyway, so that's that. Then in the mother cast, I have my week mega, and I love this one. It's the one with the soft cover that I love, and it has 100% more note pages than the ordinary ones. And this one is all about me and my life, and you can see it's sometimes it's a lot of personal stuff, and sometimes it's a lot of working stuff and so forth. But as I've said before, I'm not that fond of the horizontal way of looking at the week, because I am very much of a vertical person. You know, I think that Monday starts here and Sunday ends here. So what I've done is that I've put it like this, and I use it like this, and that makes my brain wrap around the week much easier. I can show you some of them. Let's see. Like here, for instance, or here, or here, here, here. And I really love how that works. So that's one of the pluses, you know, as I found out this miracle way of turning the planner. And then that you can use the left-hand side for different purposes. And so I will keep using this one as I am right now, and that means that I normally put in things to remember, you know, deliveries, returns, things that I have ordered, and so forth. And that will be probably the November use of this one. Okay, then I am... so that's my, you know, everyday carry, and where I put notes that I really need to, you know, remember. It can be in logs and everything, but I also carry around this. I won't show you that one, but I have a small tiny week notebook, and in this one there are plenty of in-logs and references that I really need to have close to me. So I always carry it around in one way or another, the important list. Anyway, so yeah, so that's my Hobonichi Weeks Mega. That will be the one that I use for so many different ways. Then I have this cutie, and this one is also from Hobonichi 2021. It started in the beginning of the year, and I've used this one also in many different ways. And right now I am about to use this one for my health. I thought that would be a nice way to see if I could use one of my weeks for that for 2022. I will do another video about all of my weeks, because I have a little bit of a struggle. Which one will I keep? Which one should I let go? Or should I just keep them and then just, you know, embrace them and so forth? But we'll see. Maybe you can help me about that. So here will be the focus on my health. And health is both physical and mental, and the diet and healthy habits and so forth. So that's what we're gonna have here. So here I'm gonna log everything that's important for me to remember and to realize, because I will not be that much at home. I will, you know, work from a hotel where I have my customers come for different programs, and we get the most amazing food every night, and that is, you know, something really good for the soul and for the feeling happy and so forth. But as I am a person who easily gain weight, that's a struggle, you know, to have everything on the table and not to eat it. That's a struggle for me. So, and sometimes it makes my inflammation in my fingers worse when I eat and when I have the wine and so forth. So yeah, I really would like to log everything that's important for my health. And then on this part where we have the notebooks, the note pages, I can, you know, write more about that, or if I find something that I really would like to consider. As far as, you know, if you read an article or something, well, then you can write down your notes here. So this will keep going. I think it's lovely color combination, this one and the inside of the cover. So that's the health one. And here are two, also the Ringos from the same collection, but different sizes. And here is the A6. The Japanese version that started in April, and here I have used it as a gratitude journal, and I will go back to that because I think it's such an important habit to really write down what you're happy about, your gratitude for the day, and that's what I'm gonna do here for November. So yeah, the morning, I'm not sure if I'm going to have my morning notes here or if they're going to be in the weeks. We'll see how that turns out. And then I really would like to do a project or follow some, you know, challenges on Instagram. And the one that I really come to like, because I love the questions that you can get from that, that's the 52 weeks project, I think the name is. And there you have to answer, you know, write about, reflect about one question a week. And I thought that I was going to do that in this cover, or not in this cover, but using this cover for my Stalogy half year. So this one will be the journal, the notebook. It's undated, but you can, as in all of the Stalogies, mark, if you would like to, the month here and the day of the week and the date. And then I will write freely about the question that I've got to be answering for every week. And if I feel like it, I will, you know, be more creative and do whatever I want to in this little book. I thought that the half year would be nice, so that I think it can get quite chunky, because here we're gonna use stickers and papers and washies and all other stuff that I would like to. So yeah, that's about it. I hope that you enjoyed taking part of my November setup. And if you have any questions or any reflections or thoughts about my thoughts about November use, well, then please write that in the comment. And if you liked what you've seen, please give me a thumbs up. And if you would like to stay in touch, please subscribe. And I'll see you soon again. Bye bye.